the world's most advanced cold wallet for the new generation of cryptocurrency lovers.
So if you are interested in buying this decent wallet, you can find a link in the description down below where you will get a 20% discount. Thank you very much, and let's dig in the video.
What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. So there is crazy things going on, guys, in the world. As we all know, pipelines has broken. There's crazy stuff going on in England. There is a lot of things going on right now, guys, and all this panic is just targeted to instill fear and make people panic, but because that's what this really is. And here we can see breaking news: the bank in England has fallen. Now let's take a look what this guy is going to say, because he's going to talk about how the Bank of England have to do something about this things that are going on right now. Let's take a look.
Jane, with a rather extraordinary statement saying that they are planning a gilt market operation, which is an intervention from the Bank of England, they say, to try to restore orderly market conditions. Let me just read out part of this statement, literally just in the last few minutes from the Bank of England. They say, as the governor said in a statement on Monday, the bank is monitoring developments in financial markets very closely in light of the significant repricing of UK and global financial assets. The repricing has become more significant in the past day and is particularly affecting long-dated UK government debt. Now, what they're talking about there is essentially part of the thing we've been talking about recently, the yields on government debt, which have spiked up to the highest rate that we've seen since the financial crisis. The statement goes on, were dysfunction in this market to continue or worsen, there would be a material risk to UK financial stability. This would lead to an unwarranted tightening of financial conditions and a reduction in the flow of credit to the real economy. So essentially saying that this could, well, we're already seeing it, aren't we? You were just talking to Ian about this.
Now, what does all of this mean, guys? Can't you see that all the banks have problems and that they're instilling a new financial system? This is what's happening. And you can see that the dollar is going parabolic, but make no mistake, the dollar will collapse. It may be very soon or may go up a little bit higher, but as we can see on the DXY charts, it's looking very, very bad. It can just collapse very fast. So, and all these currencies are preparing. And as we know that the Bank of England is working very closely on Ripple technology. Why do you think that is, guys? Because it's the solution. The solution for everything is because they need liquidity, they need credit. And he literally says that as well. And they have to take measures right now to do something about this.
The fact that mortgage lenders are pulling some of their products because of what's happening right now, in line with its financial stability operations. So the bank has two roles here. They have a role of dealing with what's going on in the monetary side, that's interest rates, and financial stability as well. So making sure the market can function. The bank stands ready to restore market functioning and reduce any risks from contagion to credit conditions for UK businesses and households. This is the key bit. Sorry, I'm reading this out because we have literally just got it. To achieve this, the bank will carry out temporary purchases of long-dated UK government bonds from the 28th of September. So that's what they are planning to do. Obviously, that's from today. The purpose of these purchases will be to restore orderly market conditions. The purchases will be carried out on whatever scale is necessary to affect this outcome, on whatever.
Very interesting what is happening, guys. They always sugarcoat it, of course, but what I can tell you guys is that this is the new financial system. It's literally being prepared, and the price of XRP can just flow any moment right now. It can just go and go fast, right? And that takes me actually back to the Simpsons, and their XRP price prediction might come true after SEC case wraps up, right? Because if we think about it, Simpsons always predict stuff, and it's funny because here they predict $589 by end of the year. So it's kind of crazy, right? How everything is aligning right now. And this is not just something that Simpsons is known for predicting stuff. It's crazy when you actually go see what they predicted and what really happened. Of course, it's not prediction, it's just programming. It's all planned. And that is why, guys, we have to pay attention right now. I think this is the biggest opportunity that you will get in your life, guys, to make money. Like, this is it. XRP is very cheap right now. Once the banks are going to use it, and definitely they will, it's going to be parabolic parabolic. $100, $200, $300. It's gonna be crazy. Remember when Ripple lawyers brought up the issue of conflicts with Hinman? They asked if Consensus was a client. Look at them bringing up the Ethereum Foundation. Why does the SEC redact the answers? We don't have a right to know about these conflicts. 4 pages of redactions. Crazy. How can the SEC, a governmental institution, well, actually I know why, because they're all corrupt, but look at that. How can people accept stuff like this, guys? Everything is redacted. In other words, the people cannot know what is going on and what is being discussed between those doors. And that is actually a worry, right? That is actually not good news. XRP will explode if this happens. David Goldstein repeats as he considers grabbing more XRP. Everyone now, right? Everyone, all the people in crypto, they're seeing it. They're starting to see. They see that all these Ripple riddlers were actually right. They're starting to see the shift of financial system moving. And we all know that XRP is the king of payments. We all know that. There is no better platform that has the institutions with it, the banks, the technology, the regulation is being set in place. Everything is being set in place to actually go. I keep looking at XRP and I want to push the buy button and add to the bags. I'm being repetitive, but if Ripple wins that case, it's going to skyrocket. But we already knew before this case, right, guys? I mean, I've been doing this channel for over more than 1.5 years now. We have been talking about this from the beginning. We were always following the riddlers. We knew that XRP was something very big. Don't forget this, thinking of the SEC versus Ripple from this angle. What does the XRP escrow look like to the US Treasury and the Fed right now? A gazelle to a lion. I mean, if Ripple is that important to the DDP digital dollar, wouldn't be naive to think otherwise about XRP. Let's take a look. Here they say, Washington, the digital dollar project, DDP, announced today the launch of its technical sandbox program to jumpstart further exploration of technical implementations of a US central bank digital currency. The program is slated to begin in early October with the inaugural cohort focused on cross-border payments. What does it sound like, guys? What does it sound like? And we already know that the Fedwire is working with Ripple. Again, another thing, just a matter of time right now. Just a matter of time. Ripple has invested in over 60 companies across the crypto landscape and close to $500 million. Now, think about this. We are in a big crisis, right? Businesses are failing. A lot of things are shifting. But Ripple is so healthy, guys. They made so much money in the last 2 years. It's unthinkable. I think Brett Garlinghouse said in an interview that they had over 1 billion cash to spend and invest. It's insane in a time like this to have so much money. And here you can see close to $500 million invested. Let's take a look.
Holding back crypto at large is tribalism. I mean, Ripple has invested in over 60 companies. We've invested hundreds of millions of dollars, close to $500 million, in about 60 different companies across the crypto landscape. Some of them are involved with XRP, some of them aren't. I truly believe all boats can rise, and I think the whole industry, frankly, needs to stop taking shots at each other and try to support each other and try to actually help people be successful. It's holding back.
Crazy, guys. Now that's the right mindset, right? If you have crypto, I don't like to say that this is the best crypto or this is this or this is that. We all want crypto to rise, but of course we know that 99%, guys, is not gonna be here. Remember that. And that's just fact, because there's just it's a jungle out there, guys. It's very, very dangerous for people who do not know that what they're doing, right? If you're buying a shit coin and you're putting a lot of money in it, of course it's your own fault by any means. But you know, it's just that everyone can just scam, and it's really crazy out there. But again, it's good for the space, right? It's good for the space because regulation is coming and it's going to be different. Do you guys not see the world as we know it going on? It's going to shit. More evidently, the financial system, right? This is it. The financial system is collapsing, guys. Think about this. It's a 70 or maybe more, 100 something years old system based on old narratives, while we are living in 2022 where technology is just thriving, right? How can it be that nothing has still changed? How can it be that we're still using Swift? How can it be that we're still using APIs? All these things, right? All these things. And that is why the financial system is collapsing. It's behind. It's the only thing that has been behind instead of all the other things. Real estate has grown. Everything has grown, but the financial system is in the core of everything, right? So I think it's very important. So here, a last thing about this guy. This was a former Facebook executive. Of course, you guys know him. Look what he's saying. It's very obvious to me that he's talking about Ripple XRP. Let's take a look what this guy has to say.
For 2022 is Visa and MasterCard and traditional payment rails and the entire ecosystem around it. So I think that this is the year you can put on what probably will be the most profitable spread trade of my lifetime, which is to be short these companies, and that anybody that basically lives off of this 2 or 3% tax, and be long well thought out Web3 crypto projects that are rebuilding payments infrastructure in a completely decentralized way.
Rebuilding payments infrastructure in a decentralized way. That is just beautifully put. Now, there is going to be some control when XRP comes out. Definitely, if central banks are going to use it. But still, it's a whole new level of a financial system. And that is what he's talking about. He's talking about all these things, MasterCard, Visa. And you will see, he will talk about all the companies on top of it. It's a mess, right?
Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that what you say won't also happen. Both that Stripe will have an incredible IPO and that a lot of these scammy crypto projects will go to zero. However, if you read the white papers of these crypto projects and you systematically put together a framework, I think you can be long those and you can be short Visa, MasterCard, because I think this is their peak market cap.
Man, Visa's market cap is $500 billion, huh? It's incredible.
It's a completely contrived duopoly that
and
doesn't
what does
need to
Visa
exist.
mean to a young person?
And MasterCard's almost $400 billion, so they're $1 trillion combined market cap.
By the way,
That's incredible.
you have to understand that the canary in the coal mine here is pretty significant. The most important thing is Amazon. Earlier this year, Nick, maybe you can post this, decided to just shut Visa off in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Bing.
Amazon is not going to do something like that, in my opinion, unless it's a test of what they can do all around the world. And again, going back to this idea of arming the rebels, there really is no need today for all of these small businesses to sit on top of Visa, MasterCard, and Amex rails. It's unnecessary. And so it'll probably get developed in the developing world first. This is why I think, focusing in markets like Nigeria, to me, are way more exciting than talking about these fading Western European countries. Who cares?
Right.
This is where this stuff will happen. It's not to say that those other companies can't trundle along for a while, but when I say we'll look back in 10 years and their market caps will be materially lower, anybody in those traditional infrastructure and rails versus anybody in this new infrastructure and rails it will look like a no-brainer.
Exactly. It will look like a no-brainer because it's just the future. It's payments have to move like information, right? That's the age that we are in. So this is very interesting, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Subscribe. See you in the next one. Cheers.